What it do, everybody? Greetings. How's everybody? Hey, what's this? Hello, my darling. Welcome 2022 portal, baby. 222 portal. How you doing, sweetie? Hello, Rhonda Smart. Good evening, my love. Welcome to your 222 portal, baby. Greetings. How's everyone doing? How's everybody? How are you two doing? Hooray! I'm good. Really bad. Hey, darling. Greetings from Chicago, honey. Sending love to the Big Easy. Really? How was your 222 portal? Oh, Rhonda, you and the baby. We are. Well, I am. I'm sending you vibrations for complete healing, baby. Complete healing, my love. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Really, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear. Hey, you guys, if you could hit the like, please. Oh, it's my pleasure, Rhonda. It's my pleasure, baby. Honey, again, sending you complete healing, my darling. Right, I'm not doing no readings tonight, baby, but I wanted to share some stuff with you guys. So just hang out, baby. Hang out. Look at that. Oh, yeah, give it to her, really. I love my community. I love the community that we foster here. That's right, baby. You send them vibrations to Rhonda. Divine presence, give her complete and whole healing. Greetings, y'all. Hey, y'all, please don't forget to hit the like. Please don't forget to hit the like. We're going to wait for more people to come into the chat before we get started. Let's talk about the 222 portal. So, so today is February the 22nd. In the year of our Lord 2025, we got a lot of twos up in there. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5. When you add all that up, it comes down to the number 13, which is reduced to 4. 1 plus 3 is, 1 plus 3 is 4. The number 4 represents stability. It represents strong foundations and grounded energy. So it's making February the 22nd, 2025 an ideal time for strengthening our spiritual path. For our long-term goals. The number 2 is also connected to relationships and cooperation and spiritual alignment. So, and in angel numbers, there was this one deck creator. Her name is Doreen Virtue, and I've got a lot of her decks. She has went a different route. She is no longer in the New Age movement, which is fine. Everybody finds their way. But this wench, after she done made all the money that she needed to make from selling cards and books, and I was a devotee, honey. It had a Doreen Virtue name on it, baby. Chi-Town was buying it. I bought it all. Sweetheart, she had this one book about angel numbers. So 222 is a number that is associated with balance, collaboration, love, and harmony. And according to her, 222 means trust that everything is going to work out exactly as it's supposed to, with like divine blessings for everybody involved. So, we just have to let go and have faith. So, and like I said, we added all those together, and like the number 4, we're talking about stability and stuff. So that is that. Oh, Lord, okay. Okay, we only got 2 people left up in here. Okay. All right. So y'all, please hit the like when you come into the chat. We're gonna get started in a little bit. Please hit the like. So so I just wanted to get I wanted to come out here. I wanted to come out here today and talk about a book that kind of got me started on my on my spiritual path. And I was a child when I got this book, and it was this book right here, Creative Visualization by Shakati Gwain. Look at baby, this book. Honey, she had been through the baby. She has been through this. She's been through this with me, darling. So yeah. I will put the name. I'll put the name of the book and the author in the description, so you guys can check it out, at the library, or if you want to, check it out, see if it's on you. I didn't check to see if it's on a YouTube. If there's a YouTube channel that did anything, I will link it in the bio. I'll link it in the description. But so yeah, growing up on the South Side. Growing up south side of Chicago, it was a little rough. It was rough, and a little bit about me. I grew up with U.S. Steel being my backyard, so it was a very industrial. It was a very. How many times have you read, baby? Baby, what's this? Let me get into this. Wait. Keep that question, baby. Keep that question. Can you see how dog-eared that book is, baby? Baby, me and this book have been through it. But wait a minute, hold on. See what's this? You're gonna throw me off track. Look at. So this is the second workbook that I bought. The first workbook had this cover to it. The first workbook had this cover to it. Baby, I read this workbook. I read this book. I completed the workbook, read this workbook, had to go buy me another workbook, okay? Wait a minute. Look, like AA, it works if you work it, okay? It works if you work it, okay? So, what is this? Baby! Growing up on Chicago South Side, it was rough. It was rough. And like I said, I grew up with U.S. Steel in my backyard. I didn't know nothing about New Age. I didn't know anything about that. But I will tell you this. I did know on an instinctive level, I did know that there was something beyond our reality. I did know that. I did know that there was something that was at play beyond our five senses. I always knew that. Very instinctively, I always knew that. So with this book, this was one of her first books. Let me say that. So the author, her name is Shakati Gwain, and she was born Carolyn Louise Gwain in Trenton, New Jersey. And she was born September 30th in 1948. All right. She received a Bachelor's of Art and in dance from the University of California, Irvine, in 1971. In 1977, she co-founded the New World Library with Mark Allen. And in 1992, Shakati left the New World Library to start a publishing company called Natarja. Yeah, I know it's a weird name, but that's what she said. It's spelled Nataraj. Natarja Publishing, with her husband Jim Burns. So Shakati became a leading author in the world of consciousness and human potential, the human potential movement, and she wrote many books. Creative Visualization, She wrote another book called Living in the Light. She wrote this other book called A Return to the Garden, A Path of Transformation. She wrote The Four Levels of Healing and Creating True Prosperity. And then she also wrote this one book called Developing Intuition. All right. So she was also a very inspirational speaker, and she led workshops. She died, bless her heart. She died of complications due to a hip surgery on November 11th in 2018 at the age of 70. You know, she was 70 years old. And again, she died after hip surgery from a fall. For 20 years, she had Parkinson's disease, and she developed this thing called Lewy body disease. It's a form of dementia, but my poor baby. But before she left, sweetheart, this book. Wait a minute, can y'all see it? Look at that. That was her. That was her before like the ravages of like that illness took hold of her. Okay, so let me take a look. Let me get this together. This book was published in 1978. This book was published in 1978, and I kept this book. This book has been with me for the ages, and this book it's got 5 chapters. It's got 5 chapters. So the first chapter was like just the basics of creative visualization, and it was talking about the concepts of creative visualization, like as a technique to like harness your imagination for like achieving like personal goals and desires. The second chapter was how to visualize. It was like guidance on effective visualization and techniques, emphasizing like the importance of like being clear, like tools, how to enter like a relaxed mind so that your meditative state could be enhanced to enhance the creative visualization process. So then chapter 3 was using creative visualization. So it's like chapter 1 was introducing it, chapter 2 was how to, and now chapter 3 was like, what do you do? How do you do this? How is this going to affect your life? So chapter 3 was like the application of creative visualization, like various aspects of your life, including your health for Miss Rhonda, including relationships and career. She also demonstrated like mental imagery and how to use affirmations, how they could produce like a positive effect, So far right now, are you all with me? Are you digging what I'm laying down right now? Right now? Just give me a heart in the chat or something like that. We only had 2 more. Chapter 4 was like meditation and affirmation, and chapter 5 was like special techniques like mind mapping and all that. Okay, cool, Rhonda. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Night. So it went down into like how to use it for prosperity, how to use it for like your relationships, how to use it for all of those other things. Hey, Rabbit. Thank you, love. Thank you for stopping by. Hey. Okay, Really Pie. We got you. Okay. So this was this book. So, yeah, I wanted to, okay, because like, when I come on here and I do, my readings and stuff like that, a lot of times I get the feeling that you all, the audience, or for a greater part of you all, you just feel very disconnected from your potential. You know what? If you don't mind, in the chat, would you mind sharing with me like how deep into your spiritual journey are you? There is no right, there is no wrong. I just want to get a consensus of seeing like how deep you all are into it, if you don't mind. You don't have to give like deep examples or anything. Well, while I'm waiting for answers, let me share with you my little journey. I'm Latin, believe it or not, I'm Latin, and so I was raised Roman Catholic. I did all the sacraments and everything like that, and though a lot of it resonated with me to a point. And for me, like I said, I always felt like there should have been more. There should have been more. And I just felt like because there wasn't more, there had to be something out there. And that's what got me into it. I will say this. I knew things. I especially with people, I always had this feeling, whether I'd like them or not. I always kind of knew, not very spiritual at all, but I know that there is something else, another force, if you will. I've noticed little things out of place ever since I was a kid. Okay, so then you know what, Night? You just probably very intuitive, and you just, you're just so in your reality. I would venture to say that universe does speak to you, sweetheart, but you got a lot of things going, so you're really not, you're not focusing really good on it. And who can blame you, sweetheart? Shit, life comes at you fast. What's this? Was very deep, from seeing things before they happened to seeing things in the physical. Okay, so what? Okay, I'm on it. I don't know what's considered deep. I'm comfortable. Okay, and that's good. Rabbit. Okay, thank you guys for sharing. That's you guys. So let me say this. I don't know if this was because being an Aquarian, it happened, but like I was always around people, and being around people, like I said, I knew things. I just knew things. I felt things. There were a lot of times where pictures would pop in my head. There were a lot of times that it like, for whatever reason, like my mind would look like a blank movie theater. You know how like the movie screen is white before the movie comes out, and then like words would come out. I did have like a few clear audience audio. I would hear things, but not very often. It was very more mental. What is this? My spiritual journey is my focus, and it leads me to everything. People say I'm intuitive, and I always thought, very good. All right, Miss Rhonda. Really, Pie? Yeah, it's crazy. It seems to me, I know that this dead ancestors from others. Oh, baby. Oh, you're a medium. Really, you're a medium. Now, I'm going to tell you that, like, for me, I got to purposely open before I can get that. I've got to purposely open, and that came through the cards. Really, if they speak to you, baby, if they speak to you, yeah. And Pisces are very intuitive, baby. Pisces are very psychically inclined. Yeah. So let me say this. I was working in a mall. Like I don't even know if people even know what a shopping mall is anymore. And I had a woman. Her name was Barbara Bates. Beautiful African-American woman. And she would come by. I used to work at a food court. Hey, Michael. We just talking about our spiritual journeys, babies. Jump in the conversation, if you will. Hi, love. You guys, please don't forget to hit the like button, okay? So let me say this. So she would come by, and then one day, she asked me if I knew anything about Buddhism. And I said no. She was a Nichiren Daishonin Buddhist, and she introduced me to Buddhism. And sometimes it's too much. How do you turn it off? Rhonda, you want to know something, sweetie? I will be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know, which is like a reason why I don't do readings all the time. I try to do it twice a week, but like this week, because I work two jobs and I'm surrounded by people, there was a lot of people. There was a lot of energy around me, and it comes in, and it just comes in, and it gets very overwhelming. And you know what, Rhonda, I used to work in nightclubs, and I just thought that I was exhausted because of the work. It wasn't that. It was too much energy, baby. It was too much energy. Now, yes, art of pain, grounding does help. Grounding does help, but sometimes like it's hard to. Now I will tell you this much. Give me a second. Give me a second, because they're charging right now. I do wear my crystals. I do wear my crystals, but they're charging right now. I do wear my crystals. They're just charging right now. And I program them to help, to ease up. I don't want to turn it off altogether, because if there's some information that I absolutely need, I want it to come through. But baby, I'm telling you, too many people. It's too much people. It's too much people. Art of pain. Do you mind sharing with us, like how deep into your spiritual journey you are? I'm gonna finish talking. Turn spice off. I wish I had not. Seems like I can't turn. No, 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 baby. You trying too hard. No, 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 sweetheart. It's like breathing, baby. When you are aware of it, you. No, no, no. Stop trying. Stop trying. Release. Let it go. She'll come back. She'll come back. So let me say this. So, Barbara took me in. When they introduce you to Buddhism, they call it shakabukuing. And so, I'm over there, this kid from 85th and Burley on the south side, just nam yoho renge kyoing my ass off. And I felt a sense of calm. The first time that I did it, I started to cry. And Barbara was like, you're releasing something, and I had to leave, like, I had to leave the temple where everybody was at, and I was on the outside, and and I'm crying, and there's some other guy, he's like, oh, that's okay, sweetheart, you're just releasing things, and me, just a little defiant, I'm like, you don't know that, so, but, I kept going back, I kept going back. Now, let me say this. At this time, I was couch hopping. I was staying from I was sleeping on one friend's couch, on the other friend's couch, and I still had my family on the south side. And on a Sunday, I had to take the metro. And on a Sunday, they run every hour. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I thought I got there on time. And what had happened was that I got my ticket, and just as I was getting on the platform, the train was taking off. Babies, I started nam yoho renge kyoing my ass off, and baby, that train stopped. So I knew at that moment, something clicked in me, and I knew that I had more mastery over my life than I gave myself credit for. And from that point on, baby, it was all systems go. Everything that I knew I could do, or anything that I could read, that would give me a little bit more insights as to what it was, I would did it. And I'm gonna tell you something, babies. When I saw that movie, Star Wars, and I heard this person talk about the Force, that was it. It was speaking to me. And then from that moment on, I just went on this journey. I don't know how to explain it in human words. I'm just here. Now I have no daily practice. It's always present though. Okay. All right. And baby, that's real. And that's real. Um, I will say this. I will say this for me. For me. Um, I've always been very empathic. And it's like a chosen empathy. Um, I bypass a lot of people that are centered or happy because I don't think that and I believe the reason why I bypass people that are centered or happy is because they don't need help. And so like, if there's 100 people in a room, I will always find, or somehow the person that needs the most help will always be gravitating towards me, you know? I used to have, what is this? What did she say? Give me a second. I used to have OOBS all the time. People used to see me in places I wasn't, and I had to learn how to rein in my soul and keep it in my body to tell myself I don't give my soul permission to leave my body. Okay, that's deep. That's deep, Rabbit. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. Yes, I understood with out-of-body experience. Yes. And Rhonda, I'm glad you found us here, baby, because you know, it's not just about me, but it's about the community that we have right here. So so that was me. So that was me, and it was funny because right about that time that I was getting my, I call it my awakening, like it was so funny. You know, I'm a kid and I'm watching this, and there was this thing. There was an actress. Her name is Shirley MacLaine. She was Broadway and a movie actress, and she had this television special called Out on a Limb, and she televised her spiritual awakening, and it was like I think it was like a two-night. It was a two-night movie. Babies, I'm here to tell you, I was glued. I was glued to the television. And when I knew that, like at the end of it, it was like, you know, it was either beginning or the end. It was like, you know, from her New York #1 bestseller book. I'm like, oh, she got a book? Baby, I went to that library. That library just happened to have it. I tore through that book. Miss Shirley MacLaine, she had astral projection. She saw UFOs. She had clear, baby. Shirley had it all. Shirley was guided, and she found that one speaker, Abraham, that spiritual advisor Abraham. Baby, Shirley did it all. I tore through that book, and when as an adult, I was able to buy the book, and I just kept tearing through it. And so, and then with that, that's what led me to this book, La Shakati Gwen. And, you know, and then it led me to this thing called New Thought. Let me see some of your comments, okay? Let them know, Rabbit. That's right. We're glad to. Yep, Rhonda, we're glad to have you. So thankful to have found you and your child. Rhonda, and I'm grateful that you're here too, baby. I'm here for a reason. I know it. It's confusing to not remember why. Art. Divine timing, baby. Divine timing. It's going to reveal itself to you when it's time, baby. Until that, you just do your work. Your light in V. Don't worry. Yep, Rabbit. With me, I have to have incense to talk with the ancestors. Now it seems to me that it's what they like to talk to me. I was telling a friend I talk with her father. That is okay. She thought I was crazy when I really. You got to be careful. You got to be careful who you say things to, baby. Let them know what it is. What's this? Let them know. Yep. So yeah, so that was that. And so like I said, okay. So with New Thought, because I'm gonna be honest with you, when there was a lot of Catholic guilt that followed me when I was chanting. And it felt good. It felt good. And um but there was always a tinge of guilt. And I tell you all, you cannot attract what you are not vibrationally aligned with. All right? So I say all that to say this, that during this time so I'm a stylist right now, but it started when I used to do nails. And I'm in the salon and I'm doing my nails. I'm in the salon and I'm doing nails. And this woman, she comes in, and she was a santera. Now, being Latina, I know what that is. It was in my family, and it was and it was in the neighborhood. But she wore all of her collares, her beads and stuff like that. And little by little, she would keep coming back to me. And then she would like give me, trinkets and things of that nature. At that time, I didn't know that much. You got to remember, you all, I was a kid. I was involved with a dude. And my self-esteem was so low that he decided to leave. And I was so heartbroken. Well, this woman, this santera, her name is Maria. She gave me what is called a trabajo, or in other words, a spell. And it pertained to a candle and 4 apples and candy and honey. So I lit a white candle, and I put my name on it, and I put the guy's name on it. And I anointed the candle. And when I lit the candle, I would have to focus and say his name, saying that he's coming to me. When it was done, I got the 4 apples, I put it on a plate. I had to put candy on it, and then I had to put honey on it. And in Spanish, we call it para endulzar, to sweeten, all right? Then I had to go to a running body of water. Well, we got Lake Michigan here. Put the offering in the bag and throw it in the water. And the Arosha Yemaye, who is symbolic of Universal Mother, she would take it. In return, if this individual were to come back to me, my part of the bargain was that I would light 7 blue candles in her name. Y'all, this bastard did not just come to me. He came to my door. And I'm going to tell you something, y'all. Biggest mistake of my life. Which taught me I don't do love readings. The work that I do, I never do bring them back to me work. None of that madness. Y'all, universal mind knows what universal mind is doing. When you with somebody and they want to go, you let them go. Y'all, this is turning into something completely different than what I thought was going to have in mind. So Let me say this to you all. You know, really, Pie, say it twice so I know it's real. Say it twice so I know it's real. Really. Baby, that bastard gave me particular hell. Gave me particular hell. Oh, if I knew then what I know now. If I knew then what I know now, I'd have kept them seven blue candles. I'd have kept them 7 blue candles. You all, really, what is this? Girl, how did you reverse? But see, that's just it. What this is, it did not reverse. Love potions are forbidden in my word versions of it. Whatever you call religion, baby. Whatever we just call. For me, like I call it a code of conduct, and I'm right there. Going back to what is this? What's this, sweetie? It didn't reverse. It played itself out. But the thing is that universal mind was like, all right, bitch, I tried to get him out of your life. Now this is the reason why. The universe, and again, it goes back to focused energy. You can manifest anything, but remember, there is always a trade-off. There's always a trade-off. Really, Pie, what's this? Rabbit craft? Let me ask you all something. Do you all remember me telling you a story of my co-worker who brought his mother in to get her highlights, and she was an energy vampire? Do you all remember me telling you that story? Y'all, let me take my sweater off. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Babies, here it goes. This is why I'm not doing readings tonight. What I'm about to tell you all is like one of the reasons that I'm not doing readings tonight. Because generally when we got a portal, I'm gonna be throwing down some cards. When I'm not energetically correct, you all deserve better than that. When I'm not energetically correct, I don't do better than that. All right. So what's this? Let me get what's this up to par. And anybody who might be listening. So, in conjunction to being in, so what happened was that I'm a hairdresser, and like COVID just knocked my chair out. So in order to make up for like the financial discrepancy, I started working at a major sports stadium part-time. So between the stadium and hairdressing, I'm able to pay my bills. And then this year we got a new server, and he's 26, but he looks like he's 17. Sweet kid. He could not be any sweeter. Why do random people come across your mind when you're doing yoga? Because you relax, baby. Because you relax, Stephen, and you're more receptive to that, baby. Because the yoga is doing what it's supposed to do. So then what had happened was that this kid comes in, and again, he's in his mid-20s, but he looks like an adolescent. So right off the bat, there was an arrested development physically, whether it was an illness or a malnutrition, things of that nature. So we're looking out for him. We're doing our best we can to look out for him. He hits me up and he goes, can you give my mom some highlights? I said, sure. She comes to the salon, and right off the bat, from the moment she walked in, the energy was off. The energy was fucked up. Y'all, I had that bitch in my chair, and I say it the way I mean it. I say it the way I mean it. That bitch was in my chair for 5 hours. I could not highlight this bitch fast enough. And this is my co-worker's mother. So I'm doing the best I can not to offend. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, I care about this kid. But you can't be, you're not responsible for who births you. Victimization, lack of self-responsibility, lack of self-awareness. And not only was she a victim, y'all, but she bought into it. She bought it. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, my ex abused me. Oh, this, oh, that. And was, again, nothing was ever her fault. I could not get done with this fast enough. Baby, this boy comes, and I gave him a discount. Oh, why did I do that? We are finally over this. We are finally over this service. And her conversation, there was red flag after red flag after red flag. So y'all, we get done. We get done. And he's paying me. And the baby looks at me. And he goes, she's going to go back to him, isn't she? The only thing I could do was look at that boy and I just said, baby, take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself. That was my initial. That was the first. That was the initial. He came in like maybe 2 weeks later. It was this wench's birthday. It was time for him to get he's like, Ronnie, can you give me a haircut? I said, yeah, baby. I thought it was just going to be him. Oh, no. Here she come. Here she go. And y'all, and let me tell you, when I came back from that first initial, honey, I am so glad that I made enough of my spiritual bath. I sell them, but I kept some for me. I could not wash this woman's energy off of me hard enough. Went back the next day with my copal, went with my copal and with my frankincense, and I disinfected that salon because in my chair, nothing but positivity is up in there. I'm good. He comes out. Can you give me? Should have given him a quartz to cleanse up, baby. Sweetheart, Rabbit, you can give him all the quartz you want, but the fact of the matter is he's karmically tied to this wench because that's his mother. Baby, that's a DNA. That's a spiritual contract right there. Ain't no quartz going to fix that. So, he comes in for his haircut. Guess who comes along? It gets worse. What's this? It gets worse. It was her birthday. And it was on one of them cold days here in Chicago. I didn't say shit to her because she was not the client. When you in my chair, my focus is on you. My focus is on you. I was cordial. I was like, baby, you have no idea, Michael Stevens. You have no idea. So where was I? Okay. So yesterday, I was at that stadium because every year you got to go through that. Not this it's rehiring, but it's like you got to go through procedure, all this shit. Baby, I had to be there at 9 a.m., meaning she had to get up at 6. I was there from 9 a.m. up until 12:30. Then there was a 4:30 event that I had that I was working over there at the stadium. So that gave us some time off. So the bunch of us, we went across the street to a restaurant, and they had a lunch special, and we was doing all this shit. Hey, Autumn. So we was just chatting it up. Towards the end of the meal, the boy is sitting next to me. Y'all, oh my God, oh my God. Y'all, he drops his head. The chest is heaving. And I'm like, baby, what's going on? He comes out and he tells us, now mind you, there's 6 of us. He tells 6 of his co-workers that prior to getting to the event that we had to do the rehiring thing, he forgot something. He forgot something, and he tried to double back. He saw his mother. He saw his mother with her bags. Put them in the back seat of a car, in the trunk of a car he don't know. Right then and there, he knew it was going down. He knew it was going down. The bastard that she was running away from, she brought that bastard into his apartment. Now, we had an event at 4:30, so he was staying with us through this whole time. So from 9 a.m. until we didn't get done. We did not get done with that event until 11:30 that night. From 9 a.m. to 11:30 p.m., he was not in his apartment. Y'all, you're not going to believe what I'm going to tell you. You are not going to believe what I'm going to tell you. It was late and it was cold. I'm in a lift. I am 5 minutes from my apartment. He calls me up and he is broken. Y'all, this bitch, and I said it like I mean it. This bitch, yep. Thank you, Rabbit, for beating me to the punch. Yep. This boy barely got his own money together for his bills, is breaking his neck, making this bitch as comfortable as he most possibly can, only to have this wench call this motherfucker that was beating her ass to come to this boy's apartment, come and get me, and let's take his shit. Really, I wish I was lying. Really, I wish I was lying. I wish I was lying, really. Oh. I'm in the lift. That's so fucked up. Really? Let me tell you something, baby. Let me tell you something, really. That shit right there, what you write, then that's when you got to divorce your family. Baby, that shit is easier said than done. That shit is easier. Autumn, you have no idea. You have no idea. And again, and wait a minute. For my ladies that are in the chat, if you are a mother, don't put nothing in the chat. I don't want your business out here. You know I'm very protective, y'all. Could you imagine doing that to one of your children? Could you ever imagine doing any of that to one of your children? So y'all, I'm in this lift. And you know what? Let me tell you. I don't know if it's woman to woman. I don't know what that is. But as a woman, when I see another woman cry, I can come up. Girl, get up. You're going to be okay. Get up. We're going to get through this together. Y'all, when a man breaks, when a man cries, that's a different level for me. That is a different level for me. Let me see what Michael says. That's like my mom talking to my family member who tried to get me locked up false. Oh my God. Michael, don't go nowhere. Stay with me, Michael. Stay with me to the end. Stay with me to the end. Stay with me to the end, Michael. I'm in this lift. I'm in this lift. It's a whole different level of sorrow. You know something. Yes, yes, Knight. Yes. Y'all, I want you to stay with me to the end, okay? I'll try to make it fast because I know people got shit to do. But I wanted to explain, having spiritual gifts is not everything that it's cracked up to be. Yes, there's some magnificent shit that goes with it. And let me say this much, you all got them. You all got, they just maybe they're dormant or what have you, but you all got them. But I'm gonna tell you something. I got the boy on speaker because because dude in the lift was playing his music. Out of nowhere, the dude turns down his music and he mouths to me, "That's so fucked up." I'm like, because I didn't want my boy to think that I'm sharing his bullshit with the world. And please know, I ain't use no names. So I'm letting him process. I'm letting him process. And just right now, in the chat, throw out some names of emotions that this boy was feeling. I want you to name some emotions that this boy was feeling. In the chat. Put it in the chat. I want to see where we're at right now. After hearing that story, what type of emotions do you think this boy was feeling? Give it to me in the chat, y'all. I'm going to take a drink of water. Give it to me in the chat. Betrayal? Hurt? Come on, what else? Heartbreak? Anger? Come on. Bring it on. Come on. I could tell it was overwhelming. Yep. Depressed. Alone. Y'all know what? You want to know what fucked with me, y'all? You want to know? Hold on. Give me a second because I'm not going to do this right here. Right there. What's this? Right there. Right there. What's this? Oh, hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. That boy said, this is the shit that broke me. He said, "Ronnie, why am I not good enough?" Oh, fuck. Y'all, the amount of anger and hate that I had towards that woman scared me. Now, I never wanted kids. I never wanted kids. I'm a good auntie. I would not. And listen, y'all. Listen, to the best of my ability. To the best of my ability, I try to see things as humanly as my capabilities. But the thing is, and at that point, at that point, I'm gonna tell y'all, that's when divine spirit came into me, and it was just like my shit was put aside. That was a new one, but you know what I told him was, I said, baby, your mother can only love you to the degree that she can love herself. So it is not about you. It's not about you. Um, and that seemed to have been good. He's like, he was like, Ronnie, could you do me a favor? And I'm like, what do you need, baby? And he's like, could you do me a prayer? And I said, yes, baby, I'll do you a prayer. Okay. Um, and y'all, I said, I said, babe, I'm gonna call you in 10 minutes. In the meantime, in the meantime, what I want you to do is I just want you to open up the windows, and I need you to get that energy out of the house. And he was telling me, he was like, this doesn't even feel like my home anymore. This bitch stole this baby's self-esteem. This bitch stole this baby's sense of security. She took advantage of him. I understand, y'all. Y'all, I understand that not everybody evolves, that everybody has got these things that we got to go through. I understand that. But for a woman to do that to her child, and I know this shit happens all the time, and worse. I know this shit happens and worse, but going in my day to day, I try to avoid all that, and in that avoidance, it left me raw to this. So, hi Rachel. So, so with that, I want to share this prayer with you all. All right. And though the only thing that could come to me, the only title that it came to me was like a prayer for the brokenhearted child. All right. So with that, right now, I want you all to focus on Michael right now. I want you to focus on this baby that I work with. Anybody that you know is coming from a home that is broken or a home that is challenged right now, I want you all to hold those people that you know. I want you all right now to hold them in prayer. So here we go. Divine light within and around me, hold me close in this moment of sorrow. I feel the ache of love unreturned, the longing for kindness that was not given. Yes, I know I am more than this pain. I am not defined by another withholds. I am whole. I am worthy. I am loved, not because of them, but because I am. Where hurt lingers, Let the healing flow. Where loneliness rests, let comfort bloom. Where doubt creeps in, let truth shine bright. I'm enough. I am always enough. I release the weight of their words and of their silence. I step into the love that was always mine. And peace is my birthright. And joy is my destiny. And I walk forward to it in grace. So it is. I know what's this. I know, baby. I know. And it's just funny because, baby, I'm gonna tell you something, y'all. I'm gonna tell you something. I just wanted to make my money and pay my bills, and that's that. I did not want none of this, but here we are. Here we are. Yeah. For anybody that needed it, Autumn. Um, uh, um, um, y'all, I gotta look at the transcript and from the video, and when I do, I'll put it in the description for anybody that needed it, and you all can copy it and pass it forward, cause y'all, we got some people out here that need some healing. Oh my God. Really, you know what, baby? I'm gonna say this to you, really, Pie. I was not prepared for half the shit that comes my way, but clearly I'm built for it. Baby. I think it's that, that it's that Aquarius Sagittarian drip. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for the emotions, baby. That it just that caught me off guard. But and again, when that shit is in me, I cannot channel correctly. I believe that, really. I believe that. I believe that. Thank you, Rabbit. Thank you, love. Oh, and you want to know something, y'all? Just to let you know something. I don't like doing this on camera. I barely like crying. Again, this is an old salty bitch from the South Side. We don't cry, but clearly I needed to let that out. So thank you all for letting me be there, being there for me, so I can do that. What's that? You know what, baby? I can say this. What's this? Is that I guess you really don't know how strong you are until you have no other alternative. So thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. Y'all, I'm gonna look at the transcript from the video, and then excuse me, I will put the prayer in the description. In the meantime, this video was supposed to be about this book, Creative Visualization. Please get it, y'all. Yeah. And that is that. So we did an hour. Y'all, do you all need to talk about anything? Y'all wanna talk about anything? Y'all good? I ain't got nothing to do, but I don't want to hold you. Really, I'm gonna say, you know what, really, I'm gonna tell you this, baby. I'm gonna say this to you. Back in the day, oh baby, I'd windmill. Oh, come on, we can do this. We can do this. Oh, I had enough of everybody. Anybody could get some of this fire. Anybody could get some of this smoke. But baby, as I got older, I come to find out that my silence, woo, baby, my silence, I'm telling you, it is that Aquarian drip. When I pull my focus off you, that's when your life turns to shit. Oh, when I pull that focus off your ass. Oh, that's when your car gets repossessed. That's when you get evicted. That's when your dog runs away. Oh, baby, I ain't got to do that shit no more. I ain't got to do that shit no more. Yeah, Autumn, I thought I was there too. I thought I was there too, baby. I thought I was there too. And y'all listen. And y'all listen. This boy's mama, she comes from trauma. She comes from trauma. I don't falter for that. I don't falter for that. We are not responsible for the shit that comes our way. But at a certain point in your life, you are responsible for your healing. And if you cannot heal, you are responsible to make sure that your shit doesn't overflow and traumatize somebody else. This wench right here, she bought into that victimization. Oh, she bought, and y'all, and you know, I don't know if you remember, I was reading that book, the body keeps the score. I had to put that book down. That book was really, really deep. But that book was the truth. So I understand. Mama has been through some things. I get it. I understand it. I sent her healing into greater life. Until you heal, leave this boy alone, because he's out here doing the best he can. Leave this boy alone. Oh shit. Yeah, this fucked me up, y'all. That shit right there really fucked me up. And like Knight said, when a man cries, it's a different thing, baby. It's a different thing. A man would rather chew his arm off than to ever see society look at him as weak. That was a different thing. That, Rabbit, you said it right there. And Rabbit, and it's funny you said that. Because I told him, I did say that. I said, baby, you became somebody that you needed when you were not able to. And that is growth. You needed protection. You became that protector. And I told him, I said, baby, put the younger version of yourself in your mind's eye and talk to him and let him know that this is a blip on the radar, that you are greater than these circumstances, that you are greater, and that you are not going to make this make you bitter, that you are going to be better. Y'all, baby, Ronnie was dancing as fast as she could, y'all. You know what's this? I'm not going to say that you're wrong. But that shit is easier said than done, baby. This boy, he relocated. He was from Wisconsin. He comes to Chicago. And right off the bat, I knew that he wasn't doing good. And you got some ignorant people up. I don't like a lot of the people that I work with. And the first thing that I did was I was like, you know what, baby? I need you to, we were working one day. And I said, what are you doing after work? And he goes, nothing. I said, good. Get on the train with me. You're coming to my salon. Y'all, let me tell you something. I hooked him up. Woo! I hooked that boy up. Baby, that boy was cleaner than the board of health. I hooked him up. And I could see that there was a little pep in his step and what have you. And then the next day, then the next day, um, these same people that always had some shit to say looked at him, and they looked at him differently. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, now, talk some shit now. And little by little, the people around him, the people that care about him, we started to try to lift him up a little bit. So yeah, y'all, that was yesterday, baby. That was my day. Y'all, this was not what I had planned. I wanted to talk to you all about this book. I did. If you haven't seen it, it's on the it's on the, do the replay, please. I did the book. And then I wanted to do a little bit about the 222 portal. I thought maybe I'd throw down some cards. No. No. My energy was way off. My energy was way off. Another appointment. Yeah. 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 My energy was way off. And again, I've got too much respect for y'all. So you all need, you need me at my maximum. And again, and that's and that is why, like, I tell y'all to, like, really give some love to my moderators, because from a moment to moment, it can change from moment to moment. And like when I come home from the world, I'm like, where am I at? Where am I at? Because that's going to dictate how I attract the energy. And you all deserve better. Oh, thank you, darling. Oh, thank you. Thank you, really. Thank you. Baby, I listen, y'all. Listen. I am blessed beyond measure. I am blessed beyond measure. Sometimes this shit just hits me from left field. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how to, do what I need to do. But yeah, but no, thank you all for that. But like, when he was at lunch, and he was telling us that, he doubled back, he forgot something. It was his charger. That's what, and I got a charger with me. And so that was that. When he got back and he saw her with those bags going into a car. Now, you would have thought that would have been enough. And at that point, because he was like, I don't know what to do. I said, baby, let her go. Let her go. And I tell you all this all the time. You got to let grown people be grown people. You gotta ask, are you helping, or are you just delaying their karma? My baby learned that night. My baby learned yesterday. Oh, thank you. What's this? Thank you, Rabbit. Thank you, Rabbit. But yeah, baby, he learned that. He learned that day. He learned that day. Anyway, you all. Just give me a heart in the chat. Y'all good? Everyone's okay? We don't need to discuss anything. We all good? Just give me a heart in the chat if we good. If you want to discuss something, we can talk about it. All right, Michael. All right. Y'all, I want to thank you all. Hey, Jessica, thank you, Rabbit. Thank you, Jessica. So y'all, listen. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be fine. Tomorrow, I may go live. Leave the button, and we'll get you. I didn't get you for your 222 portal. Question. That just what? Go ahead. What's this? What do you need, baby? Y'all, just to let you know, I got music in the background, but you can't hear because I don't want YouTube to strike me. But there's a artist. Her name is Mickey Howard, and the song is called "Come Share My Love." And thank you all for sharing your love with me. Go ahead. What's this? What do demon dreams mean? Yeah, Michael. Yeah, yeah. What's it? I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna say this right now. It's not what do demon dreams mean. The question should be, what does that demon signify to you? It's your dream. It's your dream. What's the demon? What is the demon? What's this? Is it a demon of anxiety? Is it the demon of depression? Is it the demon of low self-esteem? What is the demon, baby? Name the demon, and you'll know what that dream is. Okay. All right, babies. Listen, I say tentatively because if I'm not 100%, I ain't gonna do no cards. But I got out a little bit more than I thought I was going to get out. So with all that being said, stay tuned tomorrow, and we may throw down some cards. But baby, y'all, thank y'all for allowing me to share with you. I'm gonna go through the transcript, and I'm gonna get the prayer down in the description. I'm definitely gonna put down the book for you all, so you can, if you're not familiar with your creative visualization, you can do what you need. It pulled me across the floor, then walked away with a shorter on, and I was not afraid. Baby, then this is probably something that you already conquered. If you weren't afraid, baby, this was just something. It was something to remind you that you got, you leveled up your strength somewhere, baby. There you go. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. You all stay blessed, and hopefully I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay? All right, babies. Be blessed. Oh, Lord.